Plaintiff Kelly Garcia has known the defendant for 18 years, and she claims he's addicted to opioids. Kelly claims one day while running errands with the defendant, he was high on meth and assaulted her, so she's suing. Defendant Hugo says he and Kelly were friends with benefits, and although he used to be a drug addict, he says he's now clean and sober. Hugo insists he never assaulted Kelly, and she's making this whole story up.
Start with you.
Okay, well, I've known Hugo probably 18 years, and I just never expected it for him to be assaultive.
What has been the nature of your friendship?
It's been like on and off, basically, because he gets anger problems sometimes.
Romantic or just?
No, just friends.
Okay.
Yeah, I worked for his mom.
He gets anger problems off and on, you say?
Yeah, with his anger.
Okay.
And so when I was working for his mom, he drove my car because he didn't have a ride to the methadone clinic.
Pardon me?
The methadone clinic.
He drove your car to the?
Yeah.
For treatment of heroin? Or you
Yeah,
don't know why he drove to the?
Well, I don't know if he was addicted to pills or heroin, but that's why I know he's been in the methadone for the opiate, you know. And so then when he comes to pick me up to go to work, you know, because I work at his house with his mom, or I did, we went to Ace Hardware because his mom, she's 94 and she likes to plant stuff, you know what I mean?
Really? At 94?
Yeah, with elephants, she loves it, you know, and so it was going to keep her happy, you know, for the day. And
See, you could be 94, but you want to shoot heroin or take opioids. Could be 94 over here.
I know, right? And his mom's so...
Defendant Hugo says he and the plaintiff were friends with benefits, and she's suing him today because she claims while Hugo was high on meth, he assaulted her.
Go ahead.
Then I went to the nursery. We're at Ace Hardware, and the nursery's, you know, right outside. And I went, because she likes elephants, so I went and got these, and he was parked right outside. And I said, which one should I get your mom? And he was like, you, and sorry, like I shouldn't cuss, but like, you know, like profanities. He wasn't like with it, you know? So then I gave back the one pot, and I went back in the store to purchase the pot and the plant, you know, that I picked. So when I get back in the car, he grabs me like this and he hits me. And then he was like, I want to eat something. You're going to feed me. And I was like, okay, well, you know, go right there. It's at the end of the parking lot, like a little stand, like a barbecue pit. And I get out, and he told me to break. I was like, they're closed, Hugo. What do you want me to do? And he was like, break in there and go make me something to eat. And so then when we get to the end of the parking lot, he whips his methamphetamine pipe out. Ace Hardware saw it. Police, they called. I went back and made a statement.
Sir, you tell me.
I've known her for 18 years. We've been friends for a while, and then we were friends with benefits, and I've even lived with her. And
you all have had some sexual relations?
No.
Yes.
Like kiss, like because he'll always like grab my butt and like, you know, want to kiss me and stuff like that, and kind of offensively when he's high.
That's what my wife does to me.
Yeah, but see, you're not high, Your Honor.
She's a good person when she's not drinking, but when she drinks, she turns very violent, and she thinks that whatever she thinks it's really happened, but it didn't happen.
Are you on opioids, sir?
No, it was her pipe. I threw it out.
Oh my God.
No, I'm
Because I knew-
referring to going to the clinic.
Oh, I was on heroin when I got out of prison. That was about 20 years ago.
You don't still have to go to the methadone clinic 20 years after you left.
No, but I got hooked back on it. And
All right, that's what we're talking about, sir.
yeah, and then I wanted to
Because
get
you're
off.
coming across like a dope fiend now, and now you're lying like a dope fiend.
And
I was very clear. 20 years ago, well, why are you going to the methadone clinic now? Oh, because I had a little relapse. It ain't been 20 years. Go ahead, ma'am. So, when you went to the police, what did they say?
Well, I actually went to the hospital first because I had a brain injury 4 years ago, which I have my paper, but...
You was aggravated by?
Yeah, and
his
actually
punch?
he took me, well, I was in a car accident, my airbag did not deploy. This was like 4 years ago, so this has nothing, you know, but there's a trauma going on still, like I get hemorrhages if I like even jolt my head too much.
That's why I said aggravate. It
Yeah,
doesn't
yes,
have
sir.
something to do with what happened. He aggravated a pre-existing injury.
Yeah, and he even took me to my surgery, And then at JPS Hospital in Fort Worth, and so it's like a county hospital. He was worried about $4, and I was like slipping into a coma.
How
He
long
goes
ago was
outside,
this, ma'am?
and he ran.
How long ago was this?
This was 4 years ago. So
You
he
getting
even
high
knew.
too. You know that man was on heroin. Why you going to leave your life in the care of a man who's on opioids, heroin, crystal
Right.
meth? You
That
saying
is
everything.
true. But 4 years ago, I needed
You
a
must
ride
have
to the
been drunk
hospital.
that night. Do you drink? Are you alcoholic like he claims?
No, I've been sober, sir.
Okay. How
3
long?
years. 3 years.
Okay.
I have my
Good.
chips and everything. Yes, and
You go to AA? Good.
Yes,
You
yes.
are sober and you are in recovery.
Yes, and
At
I'm
least you're
employed.
trying,
Yeah.
and anybody that's trying is in recovery. Anybody that's lying is still using.
thank you.
All right, so let's get to once again. What was when you went to the doctor? What did they say? How had it been aggravated, if at all?
Yeah, it states on here was because of a hit. They could see it on the CT scan, and then my medical bills were over $6,500. Plus, I missed 3 weeks of work, and so they did a CAT scan, an MRI, a hematoma. Because I had to have like my whole skull cut open, so there was a hematoma right here, but it's not big enough for surgery yet. It's just small, like 1 centimeter, I think, or 1 millimeter. So it's small, but still, he even knew that, and just I can't believe he would do that.
What has he said when you've discussed it with him?
I'm a liar.
What do you mean?
Even
liar?
Ace Hardware
about what
saw it,
part?
like, they saw
About
it.
which part?
About him hitting me.
Okay, he just denies hitting you.
Yeah,
he
he wouldn't
agrees that
do that to
everything
me.
else is true, but he
Yeah.
just didn't hit you.
Yes.
And what date was the?
4/11, sir.
Okay,
22.
and the same date you went to the hospital.
Yes.
And did you talk to the police? When did you talk, if at all, to the police?
I did, and that was on the 13th.
Defendant Hugo Cantu says he and the plaintiff were friends with benefits, and she's suing him today because she claims while Hugo was high on meth, he assaulted her.
Why do you think she's doing this to you?
That's how she gets when she drinks. She drank that day. She's a different person, totally, Judge. She is. When she drinks and smokes.
We're not
and-
talking about that. We're talking about why she did this.
Oh, because she wanted to get
specifically.
even because I didn't want to see her no more.
So she
I
trumped
went
up
close
all
to the
this?
house.
So she decided to go, because you didn't want to see her anymore, she
Right.
decided to go to the hospital, she decided to go to the police, and then decided to come here. Woo, you must be a real hot commodity for somebody to go through all that.
Okay.
You and your hair on.
It was just pills. It wasn't heroin.
All right.
I had
what
to-
type of pills?
I got
sir? All right.
lot of
Heroin substitute. Fine. That's what
got a lot of
opioids are.
surgeries.
They're heroin substitutes.
Okay.
Take enough of them, you get the same high. You nod out. Take 1 or 2, you just feel, ooh, they say euphoria of some sort. How y'all feel? Give you euphoria, just a few pills or a pill or 2, right? But if you take too many, you nod, don't you? I don't think you nod that much off pills. Nodding come from heroin. You just sleep on pills. I think you just, yeah, just out. Heroin. Do you see the little
Scratch.
slow?
That was him that day.
Huh?
That was him that day.
Oh yeah, it's heroin.
Yeah.
You know I know when I see it. That's why I keep saying heroin. Whew, this makes me so mad. These dope fiends coming here don't think I know nothing about it. Have a good day. Judgment for the plaintiff. Do you want treatment or not?
She needs a treatment.
Oh my goodness.
I swear.
Whatever, sir.
Okay.
I try to help as much as I can, but most of them are young fools. I can't help old fools. I'm not calling you old fool. I'm just saying I can't help them.
Okay.
Have the shoe fits. Have a good day. Judgment for the plaintiff. Have a good day, sir. Go get clean.
I don't know how we're ever gonna fix that. You know what I mean? But I'm hoping that you do stay clean, because that's what you said you were gonna do. And then I can come back and be with my family, because I've known you guys for like 18 years. So I really hope that everything goes good.
I think she needs to get help with her drinking. That way she can be the good person I met. And with that, everything will be fine.